Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Oha Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valcata, and today we are reacting to Epic the Musical, the Cyclops Saga. If you'd like to see my reaction to the Troy Saga, you can find a link to my Epic the Musical playlist in the description. We are also going to be checking out the Ocean Saga today, but that will be early access for my patrons. Link is in the description for that too. So before I get into this, I'd really like to thank all of you Epic fans for interacting with and supporting my Troy Saga reaction. It's been great to hear from you all, and I've learned some interesting facts about the musical, which I'm just going to cover briefly here. So you guys have told me that each character has their own instrument. Odysseus has the guitar, for example. Athena has the piano. And I think those are the only two that I know so far that I've been told. So I'll do my best to keep an eye out and see which instrument I can put to each character. And you've also told me that the background vocals for the humans are diegetic, meaning that if there are background vocals supporting a human character, then those background vocals must belong to people in that actual scene, whereas gods can kind of summon voices out of nowhere. And lastly, there's a danger motif that I should keep an eye out for too. And to my understanding, there's a lot more motifs going on too. I appreciate you giving me the heads up about that stuff. Honestly, I don't know how much of that I'm going to catch. You gotta bear in mind, this is a first time reaction to each of these songs. So if I do miss something, please forgive me while I'm reacting to this music. I'm doing my best to naturally take it in and naturally notice things in the music and also pay attention to the story. So that's already quite a lot. I'll do my best to identify the instruments and stuff, but it's all in good fun. And this is only a first time reaction. I will be listening to this more as I have been listening to the Troy Saga in my own time. So in preparation for this, I have been re-listening to the Troy Saga, not just for research, but just purely because I enjoy it. So I'm quite familiar with the Troy Saga at this point, so if the danger motif comes up again, maybe I'll recognize it. Let's just get right into the first song, Polyphemus. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Over here!
Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for us to keep.
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect, too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Cedars pass up on all this food?
Hey there! We're just travelers.
Scary.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep. What gives you the right to deal the pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
This is good. I like this, by the way.
Your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hand. Before I'm done, you will learn that it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal, but now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Forgive me for laughing. Look, we're all sad about the sheep, okay? R.I.P. to the sheep. But I am very entertained and amused by this song, this composition. Like, and it's good. It's really well done. But there's got to be an intentional sort of humor here. You know, sometimes it's really hard to explain humor, right? You either find it funny or you don't. It's just the combination of the super deep voice, the ominous atmosphere, because there's so much build up to what this Cyclops is about to say.
My favorite sheep.
You know, it's "You killed my sheep, my favorite sheep." It's just a bit unexpected and funny. I don't know why that's funny to me. Just those particular lyrics combined with this very ominous atmosphere and the deep voice with the vocoder. It's funny to me. I apologize if I'm not supposed to be laughing at that. And it's also just the fact that "You killed my sheep, my favorite sheep." It's also very catchy. So it's this catchy little mini song in the super deep voice. Very creative and unusual. I honestly think that's the fun of musicals, is that they are quite campy and you don't know what you're going to get from moment to moment. And sometimes things like this take you by surprise. But I do love how the Cyclops, despite all the effects on his voice and the fact that it's very low, his melodic parts are very catchy.
Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
And the vocal performance by whoever sung his part is really solid. I also like the song because I think it's the darkest song so far in the whole musical.
Quite the treat.
Just tonally. Even before the Cyclops appeared, you could hear the ominous atmosphere.
There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect.
You know, it's almost too perfect, right? Anyway, let's keep going.
You came to my home to steal, but now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure, so long as we leave alive. You can keep the world's best tasting wine.
Wine?
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so fresh, you'd never want to eat human flesh again. Then we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today. A trade you see, gift from you and a gift from me.
I'd like to thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
My name is Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody. For your gift, I've one to reply.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Yes, you
Clever.
shall be the final man to die.
What? Watch out!
Okay, so they're in trouble. This was a cool one. I'd say it's probably my least favorite song in the musical so far. I found the melodies in this one to be a bit more plain.
Then we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today.
Like, there's a limited range in the melodies, like na 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 na, kind of hanging out in that same zone. And I'm not saying that's unintentional, it's giving the song more of an atmospheric feeling than a melodic one. I tend to prefer melody, which is why I like the outro verses.
My name is Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
You see how that's such a much more dynamic melody than the one I just pointed out? So I do like the tail end of the song and how the Cyclops' part went super deep.
Eye to eye.
Yes, you shall be the final man to die.
Going really low down there. You know, it is aided by effects, of course, but still a really cool sound. Okay, so the boys are in trouble. Let's see what happens next. So this song is Survive, appropriate title.
brothers. The rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No backup, no chance for support.
That is who we're fighting. That's from the first song, isn't it? The horse and the infant? See, I have been listening.
We're fighting. No backup, no chance for support. So draw out your sword. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how.
Yeah, this is a reprisal of the Troy Saga.
600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day. So fight, fight, fight. Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels. Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your lives. 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over. Push forward! We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight.
This song is pretty hype. So this song actually is largely taken up by reprisals of melodies from the Troy Saga, which is fine. Tonally, it's appropriate for the fight. There's some really emotional, powerful belting from Odysseus that I'm really enjoying.
So fight, fight, fight.
I love that. Fight, fight, fight. So epic. And I know that's going against what I said previously. It's like I like melody, but sometimes that punchiness works. It's kind of going the totally opposite direction and it's committing to it. It clearly has impact.
600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take.
The hook in this song, dun, 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 da, 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 dun, dun, da, da, da. Where have I heard that melody before? Like, it's one of those melodies that you've heard before, but you can't place it. Honestly, I'm not crazy about tried and true predictable melodies like that. This is the first song in the musical so far where it's like, oh, that melody is lifted from somewhere. And I can't tell where, because so many other songs have used it. It's a well-known, well-loved motif, and that's fine to lean into the approachability and give it a wide appeal, but the sophistication that I've been hearing in the hooks in the other songs makes this one stand out as being a bit basic. And maybe that's just me. Let me know if you hear what I'm saying there. I'm more into Jorge's lead vocals in this track rather than the chorus. Let's keep it going. I love that shredding guitar in the background.
Captain.
Enough.
He's got a club. He's got a club! What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
You've heard me enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my fate is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not
Did someone get him there at the end? Maybe they were saved. Well, not saved, because so many of them died. But I do really enjoy how the voice of the Cyclops was incorporated. That's the most creative aspect of these last couple songs, actually, is the sound of the Cyclops' voice is really cool. Let's keep it going. This track is Remember Them. Synth riff.
Captain! We must move quickly. We don't have much time.
Oh, that's a guitar, actually.
Notice I mixed Lotus in his wine. Mark my words now.
Nice.
This is not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all our hands on this club. This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear.
Let's kill him!
His body is blocked in the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir! Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain.
Cool guitar solo.
There are more of them?
I love the forward-moving energy of this song, and I'm a metalhead, so I love the driving electric guitars. The die with the I. That's a cool way to play around with the phonetics of the word and create a catchy hook that's memorable. It's a weird way of pronouncing it, but I like that. It seems that, correct me if I'm wrong, Eurylochus, is that how you pronounce it? He has a more prominent role in this song, it seems. If he has his own instrument, I haven't identified it yet.
We're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain.
I preferred the design of the Cyclops in the previous animatic, I gotta say.
There are more of them?
You know, I actually like the harmonizing Cyclops voice. That's something I didn't expect, because the Cyclops voice has a lot of distortion on it, so it's quite hard to harmonize those sounds, but it's cool to make that happen.
More of them?
So one Cyclops voice is singing, "Who hurts you?" and the other one is singing, "Who hurts you?" That's what harmonizing is. It's layering one melody on top of the other. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but for those who aren't sure, that's exactly what it means.
Hide.
Who hurt you? Captain, we should run.
Wait.
Who hurt you? Captain, please!
Wait.
It was nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? He's still a threat until
Nice how the piano foreshadowed her entrance there.
dead. Finish it.
No.
No?
What good would killing do when mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use? My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't.
Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrade...
Now, you did kill his sheep, though. His favorite sheep. Okay, so you're sidestepping the point there, but I'll let it go.
will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical.
Damn right.
I am your darkest moment. I am the infamous Odysseus!
Really sick. I like this section of the lyrics here.
Choose not to spare, remember them. Remember us. Remember me.
Remember them, remember us, remember me. You know, you're narrowing it down to the singular. That's a pretty hype moment because it kind of puts us in his situation. Like, when you're engaging with the story, really we're the protagonist, you know? So, remember me. That's something that we want, that we can relate to, and that gives us power as the enjoyers of this art.
I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment.
You know, I am this, I am that, just really knocking it into us that he's the man, he's the one, he's Neo. It just makes for a very epic conclusion to this song. Not even the saga, but this song. And I love how the climactic build is followed by this softer ending.
Odysseus!
Really creative. It's almost like he combined the idea of percussion with the sound of a boat creaking. I love that. That's really, really inventive. And you have the om of the lower strings or cellos. Really atmospheric. Much more creative outro than, you know, it could have gone like, Odysseus, bum bum, or something corny like that. And sometimes that hits super well, or something predictable like that. And sometimes those predictable endings are just what you need and they come at just the right time, but now is not the right time. Now we're still in the middle of the story. We need to keep the tension going. I love that. Let's move on to the last song of the saga, My Goodbye. It sounds like a sad one, just based on the title. Let's see.
Sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest.
Hey,
Put your emotions aside. You're a warrior, meant to lead the rest.
I love her voice.
I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned you, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you can't cross the line. This way, when all is over. Keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way, you won't waste my time. This way, I'll close the door. Consider this as my goodbye.
that's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful and vain, unlike you.
I love the vibe of this one. I'm getting sort of an early 2000s R&B influence here, and I did bring up in the Troy Saga how it was clear to me that he was influenced by Lin-Manuel Miranda, you know, and therefore Hamilton. I'm getting flashbacks to songs like Wait For It where it's like a quite an emotional song, but also has a infectious groove going on. I love that Jorge is giving us variety across the musical. It's not always the same sound. There's lots of fun influences coming in at different points, really keeping us engaged. This song is a really good example. Like, we have the same elements. Obviously, we have Athena's voice and the piano, but this is a totally different song. It's a totally different vibe to Warrior of the Mind. Even if the elements are the same, the rhythm, the chord progressions are all different. And as usual, it's just very catchy.
Selfish and prideful and vain, unlike you.
I hear the guitar playing as he's singing. Yeah, it is really legit how each character has their own instrument. Now that I'm paying attention to that fact, it's really quite constant. Whenever Odysseus is singing, there's always a guitar, as far as I can tell. So that is really interesting.
I'm left to deal with the strain. What's a title that he got his could land? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a friend. But now we're done this way. You're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life. This way, when all is done, you're out of sight and out of mind. This way, you get what you wanted. This way, you can save your time. This way, you close the door and have your damn goodbye.
You're not looking for a mentor, I'm not looking for a friend. I mistook you for a general, what a waste of effort spent.
At least I know what
Got the
I'm
choir pad
fighting
there,
for,
feeling quite
while
heavenly.
you're fighting to be known. Since you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone? You're alone.
Ouch.
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you might understand. One day, but not today. For after all, you're this day.
Ouch.
Never your own head. This day you cut the line. This day you lost it all. Consider this as my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
She's always doing the runs. I love that.
Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
And that's very much her thing as well when she comes in and out. Beautiful song. I love that she got a lot more time to sing on this one. She really owned that final build. Really powerful vocals. Incredible performance. She might be my second favorite vocalist so far after Jorge. The other guys are really solid, but she's absolutely killing it. She's embodying the character 100%. And I guess we'll see if her way was right all along. Maybe it will be revealed in the Ocean Saga, which we are going to move on to now. If you'd like to follow me over to Patreon for early access to the Ocean Saga, the link is in the description. Otherwise, let me know what you think of the Cyclops Saga. I would say overall the Troy Saga is my preference, just kind of more my vibe in general. The Clone Saga is obviously more dark and gloomy and doomy because there's a lot of serious stuff going on. But I felt the pace of the songs was quite slower. It didn't drag, but it was a bit of a downer, which is important, of course, for a multifaceted story to have moments like that. It just means that the songs might not have been as energetic or as captivating as other moments in this musical. And even My Goodbye was more along the lines of what I'm into. My Goodbye actually is my favorite song from the Clone Saga. Sorry, the Cyclops Saga, I mean. And if I've referred to the Cyclops Saga as the Clone Saga at any point, I apologize for that. There's a good reason for that, because I used to be a big Spider-Man nerd. Now, I'm still a big Spider-Man nerd, but when I was a kid I used to collect a lot of Spider-Man comics, and there was a storyline in it called the Clone Saga where Spider-Man got cloned a lot. and that's just in my mind, so sorry about that. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Cyclops Saga. Is it up there for you, or am I in for some better stuff? Also, let me know what you thought of my analysis. Again, if you don't know me, my name is Oha Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valcata. You can check out our music in the description. There's also a link to my full reaction database spreadsheet if you're curious about all of the other music I've covered on the channel. And there's also a link to the Epic the Musical playlist where I'll be saving all of these reactions. Other than that, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.